Deshaun Watson is in the Bahamas with his offensive teammates. Great gesture. Fantastic move. Got to do it. You're the new guy in town. People want to know you. Are you a predator? What are you about? Seriously. And there's no better way to get to know somebody than to go on a vacation with them. So Deshaun Watson says, hey, I'm on vacation, but the NFL is like, when you get back, we got to have a chat. They got to have a chat about the 22 women that have a civil suit against him. They got to have a chat to figure out what they're going to do with him. Now, I have listened to, I have watched, I have spoken with a variety of attorneys. Here's what they tell me. If they want to talk to Watson, a couple things are in play here. One, they have probably spoken to, if not all, then most. They have spoken to every defendant that wants to speak. You see what I'm saying? You got 22. All right. So every defendant that wants to speak has, according to attorneys that I have talked to, probably spoken to the NFL. You always, when you do investigations, you always sit with the person being investigated and try to have the answers to every question that you ask. At least the answers as told to you by the victims. You know, it's like a defense attorney, when he asks his client on the stand, he knows the answers to those questions before he asks the questions. Well, that's what this is. So the thought is, if the NFL is finally, you know, after 16 months or whatever it is, finally deciding to meet with Deshaun Watson, it probably means they have a lot of answers to the questions that they have. Questions about what he did. Questions about what he tried to pay, how he tried to pay this off. Did he try to pay this off? Those are all the things. And then, of course, it is all going to be put basically in a pot in front of the people paid to make the decision. And the decision is going to be what to do with Deshaun Watson, because clearly something must be done. I mean, he signed a big deal. He got traded. So there's at least one team, the Cleveland Browns, that want him. So whatever transpired with him in Houston, Houston did not want him. You know, maybe it was the PR hit. Maybe they got tired of losing games. I don't know. But they did not want him. They could have played him last year, I suppose. I mean, he was eligible to play. There was never a suspension. I admire what the Texans did. Look, I understand that in football, we're supposed to be all in on winning at all costs, and frankly, I kind of am. But I also admire that the Texans kind of read the room and said, wait a second, we don't want to trudge this guy out in front of our fan base. I don't know. You got to kind of admire it. Cleveland is Cleveland. I mean, if there's a decision to be made in Cleveland, it's probably going to be the wrong decision. I mean, I think we've seen that over time. Maybe this is the right decision. Don't know. But I'll tell you this, NFL will have this resolved before the start of the season. Because a simple question, if he plays, why couldn't he play in Houston? And why can he play now? What's changed? The answer might be very simple. The answer might be what's changed is they did an investigation.